What's your problem? You gonna wind through the whole video, huh? What up, y'all? I'm talking to the lady. It's my dog. It's whining for some reason. Anyway, what's going on? This is episode 7 of Soapbox Saturday. Very first edition of Soapbox Saturday. But episode number 7. Today we're going to talk about the ever so entertaining friend zone. And basically I'm going to explain what the friend zone is. I'm going to explain how to navigate it, and basically how to get through it and how to get through being friend zoned in the first place. I don't have any explanation for why I'm outside. You know, usually I'm in the kitchen, but today I felt kind of like an outside type of day. My dog is shitting right now. Wow. I was unexpecting that. So, yeah. Episode 7.
Open the door, let me in. Teach a song, preach a sin. Turn the cheek, let it slide. Give me 5 on the black hand side. The black hand side. Oh, black hand side. Black.
So, let's start off by really explaining what the friend zone is, because a lot of people have the definition confused. Friend zone is not, I like somebody and they don't like me back. The friend zone is not, I want to sleep with somebody and they don't want to let me sleep with them. None of that is the friend zone. The friend zone is really, you're missing out on part of a relationship. And when I say that, it's to say this. Relationships are split up into 2 different categories. When it comes to what makes a relationship, there's sex and there's everything else. So for women, being friend zone usually involves them getting the sex but not getting the everything else, you know, and that's what leads to friends with benefits. When it comes to guys, we usually get everything else but we don't get the sex. So what a lot of people end up getting incorrect is that, oh, guys are only about sex, and that's why they get upset when they get friend zoned. That's not what it is. It's the fact that we want to be with you. We want to spend time with you. We want to take you out. We want to do this and do that. But at the same time, we still want to have sex with you. That's just part of being in a relationship. So it's not that, you know, I just hear it all the time where, like, a woman feels like, oh, guys just want to have sex, and that's why they get upset about the friend zone. It's just the fact that we want the relationship, and we're getting everything except the sex. Whereas with women, it's the exact opposite. They're probably, you know, getting sex and not getting very much else. They're probably not getting the, you know, the love and the care and the respect and, you know, everything else that goes into it. And that's where things go awry. That's why it's such a hard thing to deal with. So, when it comes to the friend zone, you have to keep a couple things in mind. One, somebody can put you in the friend zone, but only you can get yourself out of it. If you know that, if you see that you're in a situation where there's someone you're interested in, and they're only giving you part of the relationship that you want, don't sit there and take it. That's not to say that you have to, you know, wild out and act like they have to, you know, there's nothing to get mad about. You know, people are entitled to what they feel and how they feel and what they want. But at the same time, if you don't want that, don't put up with it. Just don't be friends with them anymore. And that might sound irrational. It might sound kind of harsh. But, I mean, why put yourself through all the angst? And the only thing that's going to happen is you're gonna have resentment for that person because you're not getting what you want from them. A lot of times the friend zone happens because people don't open up their mouths and say that they like someone. If I like you, I should be able to come out and say it. You can't be upset with someone because you like them and they are not returning these invisible mental vibe that you're giving out. Like, it's not going to work that way. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. You have to open your mouth and say, look, I like you, and just take that risk. You know, relationships are all about risk. If you're not willing to put yourself out there, how can you expect someone else to want to do the same thing? You can't build a relationship off of that. Now, could it happen? Could, you know, 10 years down the line, they could come out and tell you, well, I like you? Yeah, but why wait 10 years for something that you could get now? I think everyone gets scared because they feel like, what if he doesn't feel the same way? Well, really, he doesn't feel the same way now. I mean, you can convince yourself that there's this whole fantasy going on that he secretly is in love with you, but that shouldn't be enough. And don't be subtle. Like, make it very clear that, look, I like you, not just as a friend, not as a brother, not as, you know, whatever. Make sure you come out and say, look, I like you, I want to be with you, I want to be in a relationship with you, you know, blah, 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 blah. That's how you need to address the situation. Trying to be, you know, coy and shy and all that may work, but, you know, you still have to make things very evident, or, you know, it's just going to keep going back and forth with the whole friend thing. This one is more or less for the women, even though I can say it happens to men too, because it's happened to me. Don't fall for the one-day trap. The one-day trap is when there's somebody you're interested in and they tell you that maybe one day we can be together, maybe one day, you know, blah, blah, blah. One day I'm going to leave my girlfriend and I'm going to be with you. You just have to wait for me. That type of shit usually is an excuse. And I say that because it's all about the attention. When it comes down to it, it really is all about them and being selfish, because they know the way that you feel, and yet they don't feel the same way, but they want to keep you along. And a lot of times it's a just in case thing, kind of like, you know, if me and my girl decide to break up, well, I know I have you, you know, waiting in the wings for me. And then other times it's an ego boost. You know, if their mate messes up one day, they'll call you and you'll make it all better. Oh, you know, you're a special person and blah, blah, blah. It makes them feel better, and then they go right back to them. It's one of those things where, like, you have to get yourself out of that situation. If you want to be with someone who's already in a relationship, I mean, you know, there are some people that's cool for them, but understand that the chances of that happening are very, very slim, because they're with that person for a reason. It's not, even if they tell you that the person is the worst person in the world, they're still there, and there's a reason why. Along those same lines, don't ignore mixed signals. If someone is giving you mixed signals, don't only look for the signal that you want. If someone's giving you conflicting signals, everything is not consistent, don't convince yourself that they're only about the things you want to hear, because the chances are the mixed signals are there for a reason. And last but not least, if you're not cool being in the friend zone, then don't fucking be in it. It's that simple. Don't convince yourself that, oh, you've been friends with this person for 3 years, and despite all the things that have happened, you really want to be with this person, they don't want to be with you. Don't feel like you have to be obligated to be that person's friend. Like, you don't. You really, really do not. If you want something and if you can't have it, there's nothing wrong with walking away. If you feel like you can't deal with it, I've done that plenty of times. I felt like I could deal with it, and then it turned out that I couldn't. It's one of those things. I don't know why people feel like they have to put up with unreturned feelings. You don't. So that's going to conclude another episode of Soapbox Sunday. Well, Soapbox Saturday. The outside version, I guess. Another video is coming tomorrow. It's going to be a movie review of Think Like a Man. If there's ever a time where, you know, you want to get in contact with me before Saturday, Sunday get here, you can always hit me up on Tumblr. You can always hit me up on Twitter. You can always hit me up on Skype. And I actually just got Instagram like last week. So any of those things, check in the links below, and all that great stuff. See you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a pleasant Saturday.